Have you ever wanted to create a super cinematic slideshow out of your favorite pictures and videos? In this tutorial, we'll show you the exact step-by-step process you can follow to create a cinematic slideshow like this one. It'll only take you minutes, and you can create this even if you have no video editing experience. Sounds like fun, right? Let's jump in. First things first, you're going to want to sign up for an InVideo account. If you haven't already, you can use the link in the description to do that. This will bring you to the homepage, and we're going to go ahead and start with a blank 16:9 canvas. What you can do now is go through all of the travel footage that you have on your computer and pick out your favorite clips. Then when your project opens up, you're going to create a folder and upload all those clips into your InVideo project. Now, the first step in constructing your video is to find a music track that fits the mood that you want your slideshow to have. So come over to the music library on the left. This library includes thousands of royalty-free tracks that you can use in your video, and they're organized by mood and genre to make it super easy for you to find your perfect track. This is a super important step because the song is going to set the mood for the whole video. So you want to pay attention to the overall mood. You also want to pay attention to the progression and the beats of the song. We want our slideshow to start off slow and then pick up pace. So try to find a song that does the same thing. You also want to try to find a song that has strong beats that we can cut to. For reference, have a listen to the song that I picked out. Alright, once you have your perfect music, we're going to start adding the clips into the project. And we're going to cut the clips to the beat of the music to give this a really cinematic feel. So what I'm first going to do is delete the logo and the title that's on here and just start with a completely blank project. Then find the clip that you want to use first and drag it onto your canvas. And then you'll be able to trim it to the section that you want to use. Now, in the beginning, you want to use a few strong establishing shots that are a little bit slower, and you're going to leave them on screen for a little bit longer. For your first 3 or 4 shots, you can leave them on for about 4 to 8 beats of the music. And you can see where the beats of the music are by zooming in a little bit and then just looking at the waveform here to see where it spikes. Alright, then as the music picks up, you're going to leave your shots on screen for a shorter amount of time, maybe 2 beats. Again, you're going to look for the spikes in the waveform of your audio file, and then drag the clip back so it cuts right on the beat. Alright, now for this shot, I'm going to show you how to do a cool effect where the clip kind of zooms in and out on the beat of the music. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to click on your scene, and then you're going to click Timeline. That opens a more advanced editor. So on your timeline here, you can see this bar that represents your video. And then what you want to do is copy and paste to that so that there's 2 of the same video on top of each other. So copy, paste. And now there's 2 layers, as you can see, and it's actually just the same exact video twice. Now what I'm going to do is take the second video and make it shorter. So we're going to drag it from the beginning and from the end. And then we're going to take that video that's on top and crop it. I'm cropping it in a pretty good amount. So basically what that's going to do is have it zoom in and then zoom back out. I'll show you how it looks. Pretty cool. So you can always drag it to adjust the time that it's cutting in and out. You can move this bar around if you want it to be in a different spot. But that's the general idea. It's pretty easy to do. You just copy and paste your video and then crop it in. Okay, then on this next scene, I'm going to do a similar effect. So we're going to open up the timeline again. And this time I'm going to copy and paste it 3 times. And then get those all centered. So at the end of this scene, there's kind of a quick 3 beats at the end. So what I'm doing is dragging these out so that they line up with those quick beats. But then instead of zooming these in, what I'm going to do is just cut to a different point in the video. So that's going to create a jump cut. I'm going to put the cursor right where I want the jump to happen. And then I'm going to drag this video to a later point and then drag it back to the cursor. So now if I play that, you You can see right here, it jumps to a new point in the video, so it's kind of a cool effect. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this next one. So right there is where I want the video to start. I'm selecting a later portion of the video just by dragging this. And then I'll just do it with the last one as well. I want the video to start right there. And get a later portion of the video. Alright, and then we'll play that all together. Okay, great, so now I'm going to go ahead and add those same effects to a few more of the clips. So I'm taking this one, copying and pasting again. This one I'm going to do the zoom in effect. And then towards the end here, the music is slowing down, and I want to do the same effect, but I'm just going to make it much slower to match the beats again. So for this one, for example, I'm going to copy and paste the video, and then I'm going to leave the first video on for a good amount of time, and then again, I'll crop that in. So as you can see, it's just a little bit slower at the end, and it matches the pace of the music. Okay, great, so now we have all of our clips in place, and now what I'm going to do is add some light leaks overlays. Just come over to overlays on the left here. You have a ton of options here. I'm going to go with the light leaks because I think they look really cinematic. So I'm just adding this on top of my clips. And then if you like the light leaks as much as I do, you can also use them as transitions if you click the little box in between each scene, and then scroll down to light leaks on the transitions menu, and then you can pick one out. Alright, so that's about it. I think that looks really cool, so I'm going to come up to download and share at the top here, and I'm going to go ahead and export my video. If you like that slideshow and want to make a really similar one to the one that I made, you can find the link to the exact template in the description below. If you found value in this video, be sure to give it a like and let us know in the comments below what kind of tutorial you want us to make next. I'm Teresa with InVideo, and I
Đăng ký dùng thử miễn phí phần mềm tạo video tại trang web invideo.design.